What's up, guys? Welcome back. This your boy Young Crow, and we are here with another Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yes, that's right. Make sure you guys drop that like, subscribe, definitely leave a comment. Let's get this thing going, baby. All right, so supposed to pick these things up, and first I gotta talk to him. Let's talk.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergow is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trosky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergow will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll think
I'll
of
come up
something.
with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like? Nobody will recognize you. It will be over quickly.
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
You'll just have to try it.
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I've learned Roman. I've learned feudalism. All right. Where do I fit in?
Which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labor, it wouldn't be such an offense against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
All right, I'm gonna leave this.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, Looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
He just weaseled his way out of lifting stuff. Freaking jerk. What kind of best friend is that?
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Alright, so. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me, the heck is the pantry at? Oh, there we go. That's where the okay, so I'm in the right spot. So I was lost.
Blessings to you.
Let's get this out of the way. I love when they give you like minuscule quests like this and stuff. It's gonna build up my reputation. I seen that rat. It's two.
I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm definitely gonna shorten the fact that I'm carrying 5 freaking sacks.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trosky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Bergow himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
All right, cut it out. Apologize to Lord.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Here we go. Here we go. Hand to hand. Hand to freaking hand.
Now you're gonna get it.
Oh, God.
Why did you do that?
Hey,
Fucking hell!
go fuck yourself.
Yeah! Don't spare it!
Why is my stamina down?
You're no match for us, fucker. You'll pay for that.
Slice him up! You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard!
Yeah, don't spare him.
Get the hell out of here.
You leave me no other choice. Nice hit.
Now we'll have you, you
Come
scum.
on. Bro? Let's go. Let's go. One down.
That won't work on me.
Fucking hell. I said I hope.
What's the matter? Shit yourself?
Come on, bro. What the fudge, bro?
I see my man. Why'd he do it? Yeah! Don't spare him!
The hell out of here. Yo!
Us?
Why y'all keep... All right. I see how you do it. Fist the punch you. Kick you.
Nice hit! You're no match for us, fucker! Shame on you! Hey! Get him!
All right, get my stamina back.
Hey! Scheiße! Ah!
That. Yo! Uh-oh.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Well, fine mess you done got us in.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak...
Oh, God.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh, yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
This game is hilarious.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the one and only. I'm sorry, but...
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
Oh,
I was
that's
just
fine.
defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you know all about that, eh?
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain.
Damn.
And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
I need to figure out how to take my screenshot sound off. I think I know how to do it. I just need to do it. Yo, that's wild to have to sit there, bro, and sleep like that. And get vegetables thrown at you.
Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Oh, Sir Otto.
Hey! Otto von Bergow!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergow at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
What are friends for? Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. What's a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid is considered a crime. One must not kill innocents, steal, break into other people's homes, harm people or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful lives. Consequences of crime. If someone catches you committing a crime, they will report you to the guards or engage in a confrontation themselves. You aren't safe even if no one catches you red-handed. People aren't stupid and they might deduce it was you who did it. You can find your information about your reputation in the player card under the reputation tab. Reputation affects how people treat you. If someone likes you, they'll greet you kindly, and merchants may even give you discounts. On the other hand, if they hate you, they may not even talk to you. You can improve your reputation by completing tasks. You can make it worse by committing crimes and acting dishonestly. The way you behave spreads among people. So, if you help or hurt one person, others in the area will soon hear about it. Improving your reputation. A bad reputation can always be remedied by paying an indulgence or a penitent pilgrimage, which can be imposed by a priest. Unrest. If there's a lot of crime going on in the area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call in reinforcements. Once things have been settled down, everything will return to normal.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
You can travel to already discovered places.
Well, come on. I don't bite.
Find a way to get into
Do you have anywhere to go? Somewhere to sleep?
What's your
What's
story?
your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Barely.
Look at me. They just let me out of the pillory. Nobody wants anything to do with me. And I don't even know what hill that is over there.
Well, that there hill is Slatego. And you pull yourself together. Like Tomcat says, nothing's impossible. And bruises build character.
What is your
Hey,
name, man?
you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Why are you helping
Why
me?
exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
So, you're a wanderer?
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Alright. Reputation loss.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Alright. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
What
You
city
said
are
you were
going
going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
Alright, tell me more
Do
about
you know anything
Tomcat.
more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think he might teach me something?
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Alright, go see Tomcat.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise, Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Alright. How does
he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Alright,
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
All right, so how do I get in here? Blue trespass means you are on a private property. Oh, okay. And its inhabitants will tell you to leave.
Hail.
What'll it be this fine morning?
Do you know where I can
As
get
the
on?
local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Bergow's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachon. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Don't think I look like a knight. I'm interested in it as a blacksmith. No, that sounds pretty good.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly armor, aren't you? How about starting with horseshoe nails, eh?
Excuse me?
All right, no need to lose your temper, I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Where did this armor come from? Where should I look for it?
Enough talking. Do you know where I can find Brunswick's armor or not?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Why didn't
Hang
you?
on, though. How come you never went looking for that armor yourself? Don't tell me you wouldn't be interested in such a valuable item.
What? Me? Go chasing around this bandit-infested land after some riddle? No thanks. Besides, God alone knows the truth behind it. It's said Sir Chenyek quarreled with the king over the armor, but some fishwife might have made the whole thing up. And you won't find me betting my life on such a slim chance.
Then how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock,
A subtle niche, yet deeper still. A place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go.
All right. Solve the riddle. I'll solve it. Talking to him, like, it's just bringing my reputation down. Activated a perk, Fleet and Shadow. I probably need to eat. Probably totally need to eat. Trader. All right, the shop screen consists of two parts: the merchant's inventory for buying goods and Henry's inventory for selling them. Selecting items to buy and sell are placed in your basket, the contents of which can be viewed in the upper right corner under the basket tab. The bottom bar will display information about current transaction, such as how much money you and the merchant have and the total price for all the items in your basket. You can then buy them at the listed price or try haggling with the merchant. Screw the arrow. I have that. I'm gonna totally need a pouch, but I don't have I don't have 100. What can I sell? Sell that.
Word about the price.
Gut, versuchen wir's.
All right, haggling will allow you to influence the price you buy or sell items. Select your offer. Oh, okay.
Here, plus a bit on top.
Wunderbar. Dankeschön. Thank you and take care.
I gain reputation. All right, cool. Let me see what I got. Only got $6. It's terrible. Apparently you ain't making crap unless you go do a job. It's the alchemy bench. I need to find a blacksmith. Ah, there you go to quests. Find what happened to Mud Lions Crest combat training. Wait, but can I like get some type of jobs? But yeah, before I even leave, bro. Oh, those are nice. But I can also, I think I can get a job working for the blacksmith. So that might work out too. Nah, I think those questionnaires, they unlock things. Like, let me see. I just want to make sure.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked, and my wagon tipped into the pond.
See, I knew it.
I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Did you have anything of value?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
All right.
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Is there anything I should avoid?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others? They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergow should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Alright, cool. Where can I find other merchants?
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around, Trosky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
All right, cool.
Tschüss, mein Freund.
The hell is this? They got leather gloves, cheap wine, marksman kit. Taking all that. They don't have any food. That would be perfect if you had food. Plug them bad boys on. Eat some dried cheese. Hunting spot. Oh, nice. So I found a deer hunting spot. Luckily for them, I am looking for... I think that's what I need. I need some money. Here we go.
What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
There we go. I don't have nothing yet.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
I'll help.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
All right, bad blood. First things first. Take my butt to sleep. It's nighttime. Remember, at night you must carry a torch. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? She's got unfinished work here. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? Like she got up and went straight out. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
All right, now we on to something. How do I bring my torch out? Whatever.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
You're in for an ass-kicking, you piece of shit!
Mercy!
You're a
I
dead
surrender!
man!
Come on. Come on with it. Yeah, I'm taking all your stuff.
Dead. And robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of mutt.
All right.
Oh, there's something lying over there. I hope it's not mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Alright, so let's go see the herb woman. And I really need to figure out how to use my stupid torch. 'Cause this ain't working out, buddy. gonna do that. Not gonna do that. All right, let's go. We're here. I think we're here. We'll rest until like the daytime. That closed. All right.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks.
All right. Ask about Mutt at the tavern. Try to fisherman about.
Bye and good night.
Search! Got anything stolen? Anything banned? Show me everything!
Are you sure? Naturally, I can pull out what I have and show you. But first, I should warn you. It's damn sharp. And I can wield it like the best of them.
Oh! All right. Never mind then. Go! Just leave me alone, all right?
When he was little, he fit inside my hat.
Hey, you out here starting trouble with me. Cause I got blood on me.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
No, doesn't ring a bell. Try someone else. Farewell.
Okay, that didn't work out too well.
Good morning.
I'm looking for a young girl named Pavlena. She's missing. She was supposed to be selling baskets here. Do you know anything about her?
I think I remember her. I bought baskets from her once, and they were very finely made. But that was some time ago. Farewell.
All right, that was a long time ago.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm looking for a young girl named Pavlena. She's missing. She was supposed to be selling baskets here. Do you know anything about her?
I don't know no Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon. Take care. Are you blind?
Greetings. What do you want?
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
I don't know no Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon. Take care.
Okay, so that hasn't been working out too well.
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Better you ask innkeeper Betty about things like that. I'm just the help, and I ain't seen any Pavlena.
Where's innkeeper Betty? That's the maid. There you go, Betty.
Aye, the beer's got to flow. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you in Zhelyov.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
Have you come to
Jesus
break
Christ.
some more stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, so I can't even talk to her.
Wait till I've...
Alright, so we're gonna get to this Jeez, pouring. We're gonna get to this blacksmith real quick. Because I felt like I really didn't get nowhere in my playthrough. I also wanted to where's this guy at? Oh man. I forgot to go here to go see Tomcat. But I'm totally gonna go see Tomcat. After I talk to the blacksmith.
Greetings.
Alright, let's go see this blacksmith. There he is.
Greetings.
I'm here about a job.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Let's get started.
I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
We're gonna gut you, you horse.
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
All right.
Ain't that enough yet?
So he said I can find some scrap metal and steel. But I need iron. Then he said I need iron.
gonna get started then?
Hey, buddy. Alright, let's start blacksmithing. Alright, so I got scrap metal, I need steel and chill out. There we go. Alright.
Furnace is cold, man. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit.
You can move the piece back and
Now get the
forth.
furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works better.
Holding R2 pumps air into the furnace, increases. There we go. Nice and hot.
You can tell her temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
By holding square, you can inspect the work.
See? It's the color of straw. Which is what you want. And you heat the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil.
All right, to the anvil.
Sword along the anvil, and you can get the hang of it.
You can move the piece back and forth along the anvil.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Hold down R2 to raise your hand with the hammer and strike by releasing. Try striking the.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
Alright, for best results, the entire piece should be hammered evenly along as it enters the length. Try for yourself.
Oh, Jesus, it has to be even! Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Alright, rotate. This is so cool.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
The closer you are to completion, the closer the shape of the piece resembles what you're forging. Keep forging until it cools.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before.
Alright. go. Let's go back to that forge. Out here making a sword, baby. Alright, after finished version, so it must be tempered with. There we go. Smithing successful hunting sword. It's a fine blade.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Nope, that's all I need to know.
That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Alright, where can I get materials?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
Alright, what can I do with the items I've forged?
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Alright,
where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. and some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
Ah, shoot. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, we're going to end this right here. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, make sure you drop that like, subscribe, definitely leave a comment, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time.